What's up, everybody? How are you doing? If you're new here, my name is Zach, and today's video is the Zach and Bashir Show. This is a podcast I have with my friend Bashir. You probably know Bashir if you've been watching the channel for a little while, but basically this is our podcast, and this is the first time we've ever done it on video. So it was really interesting for us. It was a new thing, and we're still adjusting to it, but hopefully in the next few weeks we can have some more on video form, and it should be really fun, and we may up the production quality even more. But I hope that you enjoy, and with no further ado, welcome to the Zach and Bashir Show.
Welcome everyone to the Zach and Bashir Podcast. We are back at it. Don't even ask us what take this is, because it's a big take.
Take 153 after last night as well.
Yes, we have been, so I'm in Richmond, Zach's in Richmond, so we've been trying to record together, and it has been a very funny experience to say the least. So we have been sidetracked on many a takes.
Yeah, and we're filming on video, so some of you may be watching this as well as listening or whatever you want to do. You can listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. You can do whatever you want, so we kind of mix it up. There might be a little visual portion, so you know.
We got more channels than satellite television. Okay, first thing I wanted to say on this podcast is very important. Zach might get it. I want to say shout out to my man Jacob. I don't know if he listens to the podcast, but I know he watches the channel. Shout out to my man Jacob.
My man Jacob.
Why am I shouting out Jacob?
So last night, Bashir and I were hanging out. We were mad chilling. We were chilling together, and I get a call, just a random call on my phone. And since we were chilling, I sometimes find it funny just to answer phone calls and see where that conversation leads. Sometimes I answer telemarketers, and I just go with them and just act crazy, and it's just super fun. And I just answered this phone call from Texas, and my man Jacob's calling in, and he's like, "Yo, you know your phone number is on the Instagram." He's like, "Whoa, this is Zach Levet." Like, I was like, "Oh my gosh." I was like, "This is Jacob. This is crazy." And so we had to take the phone number off the Instagram because that was a big problem.
Yes.
But thank you, Jacob, for letting us know. That's a big help, big help.
Yeah, I just want to say shout out to Jacob, because when I was talking to Jacob, I forgot his name, because I am terrible with names. It's not to anyone. But when I forgot it, he corrected me. I said, you know what? I'm going to remember it specifically for this podcast and say it just to show him that I truly appreciated his intention. All right?
I mean, I think it was good. It was great.
Yeah. Shout out to Jacob. That's how we're starting it. Now, Zach, I guess it's not the start of summer for you. It's the start of summer for me. What is
start of summer for you?
Yes. What is up with you?
How's
everything going?
Dude, it's going really well. Right now, I'm at the part of my summer where, I know summer's happening, and I can just purely enjoy it. Like, I've gotten to the point where I've acknowledged that summer's happening. I've started getting into my summer routine where I'm making videos, I'm hanging out with friends, I'm kind of running it up. And then, so yeah, I'm just very, very well established now. And I'm chilling, having fun, making good videos, chilling with Bashir now, back in town. And so, yeah.
No, fair enough. It's been, bro, you've been back for like 2 months now?
Yeah.
Almost 2 months?
Somewhere, like a month and a half maybe?
Month and a half. You're really almost going to have a 4-month break.
Which is super nice.
May, June,
so nice,
July.
bro. It's so nice,
almost,
bro.
That's crazy. I'm going to have, a little bit over 2 months. But it goes by fast.
Yeah, I mean, yours is like a summer, like a school, like high school break.
Yeah.
I couldn't come to like a high school break.
It's like a high school break.
So much shorter.
It's so much shorter. I just saw so many people. I went to the Godwin graduation for my sister the other day, and that was crazy. First of all, they had like 500 kids graduating. They didn't have 500 kids back then. People are reproducing so fast now. Like, you freaky people need to calm down. It's bad for the population. Anyways, that was really crazy. That was really crazy seeing all those people. Like, I know Jake. I don't think we've had him on the videos.
No, we haven't.
He was in the 4% video.
He was in the 4% video.
Yeah.
Our friend Jake, he graduated from Deep Run.
So I knew Jake way back when Jake was a young bull, as they would say. Like a young bull.
Young bull.
And now he just graduated. So this is crazy. Everything's going on right now. It's a crazy time.
It is an insane time. And even in one of our takes yesterday, we were trying to do some interview questions for you all because we know it's a crazy time. We know you're probably trying to get a new job or get a summer job. So we did that yesterday, but maybe we'll have to do it again because that take wasn't super fresh.
Maybe, honestly, we have a lot of blooper videos for you guys, and maybe one day we will drop it for you. Speaking of videos, Zach, I know,
Oh,
have been
no.
working on a great
Guys, I don't know.
a great video. It's called the turtle video. That he's spent a lot of his time doing that, and I know he was trying to keep it a secret, and maybe I shouldn't have said it, but I just wanted to raise the excitement. It's like on the fan page, on whatever, for this turtle video, because it might be your best video yet. I'm trying not to spoil the content.
Not to spoil anything, but this may be somewhat related to why Bashir is wearing all green today. But there's not too much to it. Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you too much. The fan page, if you want to start some rumors, I'd really appreciate that. This is going to be a big one, guys.
Okay. Yes, as you can see, or I guess you guys listening cannot see, I'm fitted out in all green, okay? You know, we had a podcast. I said I got to dress my best. All right, so I'm thinking, why don't we start off with a little bit of community questions?
Okay.
A little bit of community questions.
Pull those babies up.
We need to post another topics Instagram.
We do.
Yes.
It's been a while.
People have been asking, and we will. But these are just questions I've gotten from anywhere. In person, out of person.
You pulled them up? You wrote them down? Okay.
Since it's summer, I'm going to not go into the too serious ones. But one of them... Okay. Zach, this one's for you, but listen to me. Tell me why Zach has a Tinder.
Well,
I don't know. This is from...
From Bashir?
No, this is from Thomas J. Claremont. I'm pointing to the video, so for people to see.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Zach, what is your answer? Thomas, I don't know why you have to expose my man like that.
My good friend Bashir.
No, don't take me. It wasn't me. No, it was not me.
Okay, some exterior influences.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't Bashir. Influenced me to.
You can't it literally was not me.
They influenced
no, Zach,
me.
Clarify. It wasn't me because it couldn't have been me.
Okay.
Like literally, the timeline doesn't work out.
So I happened to be at school, and a lot of people told me it was a good social networking app, and so as a social networking app, I got on it. Maybe to post some videos that are funny related to it. Maybe for fun. Maybe just to see who I meet.
We do have some good ideas for videos.
We have some good video ideas. Yes. But I mean, that's kind of what's up.
Yes. All right. Second question. I don't want to butcher the name, but this comes from Lucas Brown, and he said, "What did you think of the 10K?"
What did I think of the 10K? So, for me, the 10K was pretty crazy. For any of you that don't know, I was in Portland.
Explain it to the people.
I was in Portland for the Portland Track Festival. Some crazy stuff went down in Portland. I was texting Bashir. I was like, bro, some crazy stuff happened in Portland.
Crazy stuff like what?
Well, I'll talk about the 10K, then we can get into the crazy stuff. Hold people waiting, you know what I mean? Okay, so the 10K, Portland Track Festival, I made it into the high performance division, heat number 2, so I wasn't in the crazy heat, but I was in the good heat. And, I went for it. I put myself in a good pack to race with, and I just tried to hold on as much as I could. I felt good throughout the entire 10K. Came through the first 5K in about 15:10, then the second one in 15:27. So I ended up with a 15:38 around there, or 30:38. So around there, and I was super stoked about
30:30. Yeah,
30:38. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I said 15 because of all the 15s. But so I was pretty stoked. It's pretty crazy because during indoor, I ran a 15:25 5K on the indoor track, just a 5K, and then my second 5K of my 10K was almost faster.
Yeah,
which is like embarrassing to who I once was as a runner. That's not literally, but
Bro, that's crazy. I don't even know if progress is a word. I mean, that's what it is, progress. But that's crazy.
It's
a crazy comparison, at least to say the least.
Yeah, it's such a jump. I was blown away seeing the first clock when I saw 15:10. I was like, no way. I was like, whoa. Like, this used to be so hard. And at 5K, I was feeling so fresh, Bashir. Like, I can't even tell. Like, dude, it felt like a tempo run. It felt like an easy workout where I was just, like, jogging it.
Yeah.
And then the second half, I would have gone faster if my group was going faster, but I just couldn't leave the group.
Yeah,
so that's right. But I was like, dang.
Dude, how would you compare it to the 10K cross country?
Oh, 10K cross country, entirely different. Because, like, on the track, it's super controlled. Like, every lap, everybody's hitting the same pace. It's like boom, 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 boom. There's just a rhythm to it. Whereas in cross, you have the hills, you have everybody moving around, and it's just like there's no control to it. And I would say during the 10K on a cross country course, there's so many times in my race where I'd ebb and flow. I'd go between feeling awful and then like get a second wind when I go down a hill, or I catch some people. But on the track, it was kind of just smooth sailing. It was like just chugging along, turn the mind off, and just go.
Interesting. I will never do that. But that is so interesting to add to my knowledge of all the races.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just made to run 10Ks and higher. Like, I think
higher.
The mile is just not my event at all. Like, there's no way I can run a mile.
The mile is
like,
zooming.
The 1500 is zooming. Whenever I run that.
No, I agree, bro. Even if I am more a mid-D person, that mile is still zooming.
Oh my gosh.
People really take you on roller coasters. I've learned, like sometimes you get in a race, and it's just like a freight train or it's a taxi that gets really angry and has mood swings or something. But that is what some of those races be like. But that's crazy.
No, the mile, I feel like at a higher level, the higher you get, the more it starts to feel like just a full sprint, like just a full mile sprint.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get easier. And like for me, it's never gotten easier. It just feels like I'm running faster and I can just handle it better.
My opener 1500, which was the only 1500 I ran.
Yeah.
It actually felt that was the craziest race I've ever run because we hit straight 30s, and I was literally so relaxed, Zach. Like,
really?
We could have been hitting 68s.
Bro,
it was crazy. I just kind of was going, and like every pace I heard, normally I would be dead by, and it felt like nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Dude, that's insane.
We came through like 231, and I was like, oh, this is a dang. And I used to not even be able to run 230.
Yeah.
We came through
for the 1,000.
For the 1,000, and I was so fine, Zach.
Oh my gosh.
We came through like.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think how it worked out. I think we came through 302 or something of that matter.
Oh my gosh.
Right through, with a lot to go or something. And then I was totally zoned out of the whole race because I was just.
Yeah,
I was kind of amazed.
There,
I was amazed at how smooth it felt. And then, like, as the last lap came, I was like, "Oh shoot, this is a race." So I just like, okay, let me go, and I sprinted up.
Yeah.
And I was in last. That speaks to the field. I was in last, and I ended up getting fourth.
Where was this at?
This is Tennessee.
Oh dang.
So this is at the way start of the season.
Yeah,
I never ran another 1500. I always wanted to run.
Yeah, I was about to say you ran 800s the entire season, right?
Yeah, and then I ran the 4x mile at Penn.
Oh yeah, which was pretty fun, right?
Yeah, but it's like competitive or not competitive.
It depends when you get it.
It depends when you get it. It's a relay and it's tactical.
Oh yeah.
So it really wasn't like the 1500 at all. I guess for the rest, I did run 800s.
And talking about 800s, Bashir ran an 800 at Nationals. I know a lot of you guys are asking questions. How did Bashir do? What did Bashir want to run? So Bashir, what happened at Nationals? Let everybody know.
What is up? Yeah, so like Zach's saying, the race was last Wednesday. And basically the simplest way to put it is going into it, it was a prelim. I definitely wanted to make the final, but I also understood it was going to be really hard because competition is steep at that level, even if you are also really believing in yourself. Like at some points, like that's just how it's cut. It's hard.
The competition is all at your level.
Yes. So I understood it was going to take like a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And just going into the race, I felt pretty good. It was moved up like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So the temperature was originally going to be like maybe 70-something, 80-something.
Nice.
And it ended up being like 96 or something in the heat.
For Austin, Texas.
Yes, for Austin, Texas. And
scorching.
No, so I was really not ready for that, but that was crazy. Not to say that was like a reason or anything. And I just want to shout out Christian. Like Christian will know who he is. He as I was almost on the line, he came up to me, shook my hand, wished me good luck. I think it's a lot of shout outs.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, and I didn't even fully know who he was at the time, but I just want to shout him out, say I appreciate it. Dude, anyways, the race went out, and people went out really hard. Some people go out harder than I do, so I caught into like maybe 4th or 5th with a lap to go, and then it kind of stayed that way, and then with like 180 to go, like the 2 leaders basically just fell. And that was, luckily I was not in the fall, but that's why if you look at my heat, some people ran like 2 flat, like 159 because they fell. And so they fell like right in front of me, and basically what happened is I kind of focused on their falling for like 1 second, and as they fell, it just happened to coincide with another guy going. Like, so he got not lucky because he closed excellently.
Yeah,
But, like, when I realized what was happening, first was already kind of lost.
Yeah.
And then the guy, like, kind of in front of me ended up kicking as well.
Dang.
And then I ended up getting third.
So it was like a shake-up, fall. Move,
yeah, but it wasn't...
Tons of crazy stuff.
If anyone saw the race, it definitely... Like, you can see, I wasn't tripped up or anything.
Yeah, no.
It was more of, like,
mentally, you were like...
It took my focus away because I was trying not to get tripped up, which
Yeah.
I successfully did. But that was...
Dang.
So that was a crazy part. And it really stinks because those two guys are really good. Like, they might have gone 1 and 2. And
dang.
It wasn't malicious or anything, so, like, no one got DQ'd.
Yeah.
So they got kind of unlucky.
They just tripped up on each other.
Not even on... It slowed down a lot that second lap. So... Like, everyone was still in it.
Dang, that's so crazy. I didn't know how it went because I didn't get a chance to watch it because I was racing. Well, I was actually flying. I was flying then. Yeah, like I think I was in the airport maybe or about to fly, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. So it's kind of nice to hear it. Like get a visual to some degree.
No, it was crazy.
Be able to picture it.
Anyone can watch it on whatever it was on. I don't know.
Dude,
if
I might have to go back and watch it. I might have to go back and watch it.
It was wild, but yeah, that was my experience. It was an awesome experience. I was super happy with the overall season. I definitely want to do more, but you gotta count your blessings when you get them.
And you bumped into Emma Abrahamson there?
Yes, I did see Emma. What's up? I saw Emma and her sister, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Shout out to Emma. That's the third shout out.
Past guest on the podcast. Many of you probably know her, Emma Abrahamson. But she was a good friend now.
Yeah, networking, that's one of my key skills. Another cool part of it was getting to meet so many people because even though it's a huge meet, at the end of the day, kind of the event groups are pretty small for the distance people in total.
Yeah.
They're not going to... It might not be more than 200 people there for all the distance
events.
Which
is crazy. Like, that's so few people. And it's just such an...
200 is kind of high, too. I don't think it's 200.
And it's such an elite group. Like, it's like the 200 best runners in college running.
Yeah.
Like could be said.
That could be said. So it was really cool, like, getting to know all those people.
Yeah.
And that some people you hear about, some people you met at this point, but, like, you've never really interacted with them. And the trip was so long, I definitely got a chance to meet a lot of different people.
Some people that might come on the pod.
I'm not going to name drop because then if they never do, you guys are going to be super disappointed. But, yeah, I mean...
Hopefully we can get some cool people from that.
And then when we do, we'll tell the stories.
Yeah.
But, overall, it was a really great experience. And I definitely want to be back there next year and do better than I did. I can't put a number on it. Do better than I did.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, I mean, just even racing at that high level, like getting that experience. Like last year, you got to regionals, and like this year, you made it to the nationals. So it's like stepping stones, kind of to some degree.
I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything.
Yeah.
But like last year, I was the first out in regionals, and this year I was like. Last year I was maybe 13th at regionals, and this year I was 12th at nationals. And it's crazy because I'm more disappointed this year.
Dang, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you like tasted it, like it was in your mouth. Like,
yeah,
I feel like that's.
I'm like 10 times more disappointed this year.
Yeah.
If anyone wants a taste into the Bashir psyche, that is your taste. I am more disappointed this year.
I think that's a fair taste.
Yeah.
Dang, that's so tough.
Maybe
next year we'll be there together. Hopefully, bro.
Hopefully,
bro. We can't fist bump. We're about to fist bump.
They'll see it in the video.
We'll air fist bump. So like basically we can't because like they'll make some noises and stuff. But one thing I didn't get to touch on was Oregon because we teased it earlier, but like now it's time to go through with.
I know the crazy, and it is quite crazy. Zach, lay it on.
Okay. So I was going to Oregon, and I knew I was, so I contacted this guy from Nike who had contacted me before named Ernest Kim. And basically, he hooked me up and got me a tour of the Nike headquarters. And he actually gave me the tour. Ernest gave me the tour. It was incredible. It was really awesome being able to see it. And while I was there, I had also contacted Craig Engels. And Craig is an incredible runner for Nike Oregon Project. And so when I was on campus, there was a break between when I was hanging with Ernest and when I was going to hang with Ernest again because he had to go to a meeting. And so basically, Craig hit me up. He was like, "Yo, big dog, what's up?" He literally texted me that.
Dang.
Literally texted me that. And I was like, "I'm actually on campus right now." And he was like, "Me too." And I was like, "No way. Bro, what are you doing? Like, you want to link up? I have an hour free." And he was like, "Yeah, like come here," and sent me his location. And basically, I went to where he was getting a massage, and it was in this like big Nike gym.
Yeah.
And I met Craig, and then Craig introduced me to Alberto Salazar, Yomif Kajelcha, Shannon Roberry, a couple other incredible athletes. And so basically I got to go into the Nike Oregon Project room, meet all these crazy people. Alberto Salazar gave me some 10K advice. I was like, wow. I was about to leave, and I was like, Alberto, any advice for the 10K?
When I said Alberto, not Mr. Salazar. You gotta say Mr. Salazar or Coach Salazar. I said Coach Salazar. You said Alberto.
I think I was just like, any advice for the 10K?
Yeah.
And he was like, just come back faster than you went out. So try to not go out too hard. Like, be a little reserved for the 10K because you will die inevitably. And if you go out a little bit slower, you may be able to come back faster and negative split it, and it'll be better. But yeah, so I was just like, wow. Like, I just got advice from Alberto Salazar. And then Craig invited me to come run the next morning with him when he was doing a small little workout and get some shots of him. So I went to his practice at the Nike headquarters track, the really iconic one.
Yeah.
And I met him and then Eric Jenkins, and also a crazy runner. And so we went for a little jog, and then I watched him run some repeats. And
how's that workout?
It was just a really light workout
the
day before the meet. So it was essentially long strides.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super cool getting to meet all of them. And I also Coco was there. I don't know if you know. And so it was just crazy because there were just so many incredible athletes all around.
That's crazy.
Indoor national mile or indoor world national or world mile record holder, whatever. Yomif Kajelcha. I met such crazy people, and they're all so down to earth. When I was at the practice, when I was going for a run with them, I mean, it was just I was hanging out with the boys. It wasn't anything different. Everybody is just a person, and everybody that runs, even at the highest level, we all end up running 7-minute pace for our easy runs.
Yeah.
7:20.
Yeah.
We were just jogging.
Really?
Some laps. Yes. These world class athletes.
We're just chilling.
And we were just on the gravel trail, chilling at 7:20 pace. Just nice, easy trot.
I don't believe it's that. It was definitely 6:20.
No. Craig was telling me that he doesn't run with Clayton too much because Clayton goes too hard on the easy runs. And Craig likes to go easy on them. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, that's crazy. That's so crazy.
Everyone has their different style.
Yeah, I mean, but it seems like both of them go pretty slow on their easy days. And so if you're ever worried about going slow on your easy days.
Yeah, this is an interjection. If you guys are ever worried, do what Craig Engels is doing.
Go slow on your easy days.
Yes.
It'll save your legs.
Even though we definitely did not used to do that.
No, we used to hammer, bro.
Yes.
We used to be hitting the 6:30s on our easy days in high school when we were
So me and Zach are going to the beach tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ideally, I haven't checked the weather or anything. I just assumed we can go.
Me too.
I hope it's not.
I've been hoping.
I hope it's not 75 degrees.
That would be awful. It's pretty chilly out right now.
It's very chilly. But anyways, we're going to the beach, and we're going with Matthias. Maybe we'll make a video. Maybe you'll see that.
Yeah, maybe we'll make a pod too.
We could definitely also make a pod. We're not making promises, though.
No promises.
But we could get into that because Matthias was a big component of the go hard all the time thing that we did.
Yeah.
And to some degree, it worked.
So tomorrow is going to be 81. Very nice day for the beach, it looks like.
Is that nice?
It's good enough, maybe. I think it'll be a good time.
Is that nice weather? Is it nice weather for the beach?
Guys, what do you think? Is 81 good enough for the beach?
Yeah, if you guys can please let us know before.
So we'll post a thing on the Instagram. We'll post a little poll on the Instagram. We'll get your input.
If you guys say no, then we're not going. No, we're still going.
I think it's almost good beach weather for just kind of hanging out. You're not going to get super burnt, at least. I feel when it's super hot, the burns just come instantly.
Now, one thing is, I've observed it's sunburn season for you all.
Oh, it is sunburn season.
Not for what? For you all, as in those who sunburn, because I don't sunburn. So it's me against the world. Maybe I have a flu color.
I get sunburned one time and then it stops. The first time I go to the beach when I was in Florida, the first day I get super sunburned, and then the rest of the summer, I bet I'll barely get burned.
But I don't even get that one day.
You just don't get burned?
No, I just get darker.
But does it burn? Does it hurt when you touch it?
No, it's hot outside.
The day after, are you laying in bed?
I'm out of the sun. Why does it still hurt?
You've never gotten burned?
No. Does that... Hold
crazy.
on. Let me look at the camera for a second. Does that make sense? If I'm out of the sun, how's the sun going to be hurting me? No way.
No. If you're burnt, then it'll hurt. But, maybe you're burnt, but you just can't,
No, I don't get burnt.
That's so crazy.
It's just hot. The sun is just...
I mean, it's just...
You know how, sometimes it's cold outside?
Yeah.
When the sun's out, it's hot outside.
Bro,
that's all it feels. It feels hot outside.
That's too good. Okay, guys, so it is time for our advertisement of the episode. We don't actually have an advertisement because we are NCAA athletes, so we can't be advertising. But our ad is for our Instagram, so follow us on Instagram, both on the Zach and Bashir podcast and just Zach and Bashir.
At Mosavel-Lo.
At Zach.Levet.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of followers in the past, and I super appreciate it, and I hope you guys like my pictures.
I hope you guys like my pictures.
Now my pictures are a little better, but Zach's pictures are... My like ratio is kind of high, bro.
You do have a high like ratio.
So I think I'm just cuter. I don't know. It's one of those two. Okay.
I don't know. I think we might be similar. What do you at?
What?
I'm at like 6,000. I got 3,000 likes.
Oh, similar. I'll check it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
14 and 7 high.
I don't know. I haven't checked the last one. Okay. Anyways,
Tough. Okay.
That was our ad break.
Okay, back to the show. Okay, guys, so one thing that we haven't done in a really long time is answer all of your questions, and we thought it'd be fun since we haven't made a podcast. Well, it's been a week, so we missed a week. And so, we thought it'd be good to answer some questions after catching up. So this is kind of like a catch-up / standard pod. So we're going to answer some questions. It's been a while. Bashir, you want to start us off?
Yes, and just before I start us off, I just want to say me and Zach really just did another segment for you guys that was really pretty funny. But we didn't think it sounded perfect, so we didn't throw it in. Yes. But I just want to give you guys the full context.
I think it's fair.
Of the blood and tears that we like to put in for you guys.
Guys, we recorded like 4 hours.
We may have recorded 4 hours of content
for a little bit.
Yes, it's different being in person because the whole setup is different.
Yeah,
but I just want to throw that in.
Video, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Because that's why if you watch the video, it cuts right now. Boom. Anyways, so one question. I got this one on Twitter, which I don't even use that much, so it's actually pretty good. I looked at it. It doesn't say the name. It just says Lil Metro Boom. He said, does biking help for running? Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely works.
It's a big cross-train mechanism. A lot of people, if you're trying to bike for running, I would say use the stationary bikes because that's how you can go the fastest without being in any danger or being really controlled. But I know people that actually bike like down real flat trails for super long, super fast. But a lot of people I know just bike on the stationary bikes. So that is a really good way to build your cardio. So if you're hurt or anything like that, I think that's a really good thing to do.
So I got a question, and it says summer training tips. I think we got like kind of a lot of these. A lot of people ask us, like, I gave some tips on my YouTube channel, but a lot of people want to know about summer training, how they can get to a different place. What are your quick summer training tips for share? What are you feeling?
Quick summer training tips. One, it's important. Like, it's fun. This is how here are my 2 tips. One, it's very important. You have to do it. Make sure when you're doing it, you're focused on what you want to do and all that. 2, don't focus too hard and go overboard because, yes, it's important, but it's also a very long season. So I think it's all about finding a balance between that and making sure you're being focused, putting in good work, but not being over-focused, working too hard, and then come November, you're out of anything else.
Definitely. No, I completely agree. I mean, I think people work not necessarily too hard in the summer. I think the summer is the biggest time to make the jump. Like, if you want to make a jump to an entirely different level, the summer is where you can do it. But you can also work too hard. So if you're pushing mileage that your body just physically can't handle, and you can feel it, it's not right, then it's not going to be working for you.
Yeah.
And so you have to find a balance between getting to where you want to be and pushing too hard. And I think last summer, I was telling Bashir this a lot. I was like, dude, like, I want to be starting. Like, I want to be on the lineup. But, bro, like, how do I do that? And he was like, just, like, don't push it too hard because, like, you can't force fitness like that.
Yeah.
And it was so true. I mean, and it all ended up working out, just, like, believing I could do it and stuff. So
and
that's all I have to say.
All right. Next question. Why don't you and Zach try running a marathon at Berlin or somewhere?
Sounds like a great idea.
For Zach, not for me. I got this question a while ago, and I just was like, I'm not a marathoner. I'm just not a marathon. Zach, I know you're going to do a marathon one day. I would bet.
For sure.
Maybe one day I'll do a marathon, but it won't be like...
It won't be as soon.
Yeah, and it won't be like, oh, shoot, I really want to do a marathon. I just might end up doing it.
For sure, it's like jogging it with his wife.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. It'll be something like that.
It weighs like 45.
Yeah, it won't be like an all-out.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
That was a super far in advance, maybe not even realistic idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically. I mean, I would love the marathon. I think the marathon's a fun distance. I think the more distance for me, the better. I think the marathon would just be really interesting to see what I could do.
Zach Levet, sub 2.
Whoa. 4:38 pace for the next 20.
I think it's 4:35.
I can't even run that for a 5K. How am I gonna be running a marathon? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
What pace is that for 5K? Oh my goodness, what 5K pace is that?
It's pretty good. It would be like
no, I think it's moving.
It'd be right around sub 14. I think right around
sub 14.
Around 14 minutes, like 14:10.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 14.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That's fast, right,
yeah, bro? I got one question.
Okay.
A guy messaged me this. I'm not going to say his name. But basically, he just said he just finished 8th grade and he wants to cut down his 800 time. Hopefully you know who you are so that this can be of use to you. And he said, any tips? Honestly, I would just say stay healthy is one big thing. I'd say, especially for that age, 8th grade, 9th grade, growing up, and like kind of maturing, your body will naturally get faster. So just stay hardworking and make sure you're taking use of any opportunities you have, whether that be extra training, whether it be stretching out, whether it be recovering. Definitely. And I think over time, especially come next spring, you're going to see big improvements just by Mother Nature. And then when you're there, it starts to get a little harder because you have to really grind your way through. But I'm saying just stay focused and go out hard. And that's how you drop your 800.
I think it's so interesting when people ask me if they're in 8th grade, they want to improve, because so much of when you're that young is just start training. The thing is that you just need to start training. It's not like you can just make a crazy jump initially. It's you have to have a base to start that crazy jump from. So I feel like a lot of people just don't know where they're at when they're so young. And so I feel like that's so true, where it's just stay healthy, stay training, work through all those growing pains. I know when you're growing, it can really hurt you. You can get injuries super easily. Mm-hmm. So you got to really focus on recovery. If you're feeling something, be sure to stay on top of that.
Yeah, I ran 2:30 in 8th grade. So
really?
I could not. I ran it multiple times too.
In 6th grade, I ran 2:39. Dang. And then I ran 2:40. And those I ran those exact times probably 5 to 7 times.
Oh.
That's all I could run.
Weren't you a moving 8th grader though? I thought.
Moving
fast.
Oh, see, I was injured. So 8th grade year indoors, I ran 5:05 for the mile. Dang. Indoor of 8th grade.
That's gross.
Yeah, and then 7th grade, I ran I think 5:33 or something like that.
That's gross.
Bro, thank you. Okay, so I got a question from somebody that asked me, I'm running 140K a week and I'm not improving. What's up?
Wait, translate that first. What's 140K?
See, I don't know. Hey Siri, what's 140K to miles?
I think it's a little bit less than
86.99 miles. Almost 90 miles a week. So whoever you are, I didn't read your name. I just remembered seeing this and having a lot of thoughts about this. So obviously something's not working in that equation. Either you're probably running too many miles or you're running too few. So it's hard to tell. Either you need to be working harder at a lower higher intensity at a lower volume, or you need to increase the volume and then try and stay consistent. Because I think when you're plateaued or when you're not improving, for one thing, when you're running high mileage, the training won't come through immediately. It takes 2 weeks for training to come through. So if you've only been running 90 miles a week for a few weeks, you may not be seeing those improvements yet. And it really is a month-to-month process. And when you're racing at high mileage, it's really hard to race at high mileage. So you can only really see the results when you come down. And so maybe you're running too much. Maybe you need to be running harder. There's so many variables. It's almost impossible to tell you exactly what's going on without seeing your exact situation. But I think you should consider whether you are running too much or whether you're running too little, or if you need to be going harder or easier, and just analyze yourself. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Just analyze what's going on and try and figure out the best path forward. But know that the training will come if you continue with it. It's not like training hard just doesn't ever pay off. Because if you're training hard, it will someday pay off. It doesn't just disappear. You put in that work. And so it is going to somewhere. Yeah. Make sure you're working on your recovery, because maybe that's the shortcoming. But basically, there's just 1,000 variables. I can't tell you the exact answer, but I would say to just reflect inwards and see what is going on.
Yeah, I would say if you're feeling tired a lot and the body's feeling sluggish, you're probably doing too many. Yeah. And you're not recovering appropriately. So I would say maybe you should look at coming down. If you just feel straight out of fitness, and especially if you're running 5Ks, 10Ks, whoever you are, if you're not running 5K, 10Ks consistently, then you probably want to come down.
Yeah.
But if you're kind of feeling opposite, maybe just out of shape, then maybe the other way to go is the answer.
Yeah.
But just like Zach said, you put the work in and it'll come out.
Exactly. No, yeah, I just think, like, so many people, it's not that so many people, like, think that the moment you go to high mileage, like, you're going to be hitting crazy times. But, like, I know I almost used to think that, where I was like, if I'm running 100 miles a week, like, I'm going to be running crazy times. But, like, once I got to that level, I was like, the improvement isn't as drastic as you think. It's more like, I'm at this level, now I have to be putting in extra work. Like, I have to be going even harder on these runs. Like, in these workouts, I've got to be hitting them even harder. It's just like a teeny supplement. Like, I feel like it's only a small percentage you get from running those extra miles, because most of the time they're just easy junk miles. So, like, most of it is just working harder, and you're just spending more time running.
All right. So now I got the last question.
Oof.
I know it's sad, right?
The last question. That's tragic.
This question, monster question, but like in a good way. It's by Lucas Fitch. He said, first of all, I love your podcast. Appreciate the love, Lucas.
Thank you.
He said, I have some questions for you. And this was to our Instagram, Zach and Bashir, so it's for both of us. Question 1. Where do you plan to be 10 years from now? There are 4 questions. Where do you plan to be 10 years from now?
Wow. Okay, so
you'll be
10
29.
years from now. Yeah. I will be 29. Dang. I think I just want to be in a place where I'm, like, successful in whatever I've done. So wherever I am, I hope to be at a place where I feel successful. I think that's my biggest goal. Just feel successful. Like, I don't have any, like, specific goals, whether it be YouTube, maybe YouTube's dead, maybe some other platform, maybe some company. Mm-hmm. Wherever I go or whatever I do, I just want to be successful and in a place where I'm, like, very content, I would say.
That's fair. For me, I would say 10 years from now, I just would like to be where I want to be 10 years from now, right now. Does that make sense?
Not at all.
Okay, so basically in the sense of where I want myself to be 10 years from now, I hope I'm there. Yeah. As opposed to, like, maybe different things.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere, like, along the way, something else happens and I want to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that the dreams that I have right now, I'll stick with the whole time.
Dang. That's deep.
That was good, right?
It, like, made no sense, but then it, like, made
like
sense.
It actually did make sense.
It made,
but,
like, deep sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you ever plan on writing a book?
I don't know. I like the idea of writing a book. Like, I don't think right now I have something that's valuable enough yet. Like, I think I could physically write one. But I would want some more story to it, you know? Like, I hope that there can be some book come out of me someday. Just something interesting. I just feel like it's such a good way to, like, encapsulate, like, knowledge and, like, time and things that have happened.
No, I think that's fair.
Would you?
I don't like writing.
See, I might get a ghostwriter.
I would get a...
That's what I
I also have nothing... I like talking.
Yeah.
But I don't like writing. So I couldn't write a book.
See, I like don't like writing, but I think it would be cool to write a book. Like, it would just be, like, fun to write a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably have a ghostwriter because it's just, like, it just is so much easier. Like, you can get somebody that's better than you at writing to write it for you, and you have to put in so much less effort.
Yeah, I'd be super down for a ghostwriter.
Yeah, and, like, bro, and then you get the best story out, and you get to read it, and you're like, oh, this is new to me. Like, this is pretty sweet. This sounds good. This is great.
Yes.
Good work.
All right, next question. Where's your favorite place you've traveled to already?
For me?
Well, for you. You start off.
Okay, so for me, probably San Francisco. Like, I love California.
Yeah, you did like San Francisco.
San Francisco is great. Oregon ranked, but it's not my favorite. San Francisco is just special. Although it's outrageous and, like, kind of, and it has a bad homelessness problem. I mean, a lot of cities do, but, like, it's kind of sad how it's happening there.
Yeah.
So, but, like, just the city itself is just so diverse, and, like, you can, there's just so many new experiences there. As compared to, like, different cities that may be more standard, I guess.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
San Francisco gets a really good rap.
It gets a great rap.
For me, I have to say, it's across the pond. Egypt. Ooh. When I went to Egypt, that was really...
That's incredible.
That was a crazy trip. I mean, like, not favorite in the sense that I would want to be there, but the trip itself was really just awesome. Yeah. Egypt, if anyone could ever go, is a great place.
What did you do in Egypt? When was this?
This was 2012. This was a long time ago.
Way back. That doesn't sound like a long time ago.
It's a long time
but
ago.
But it was 7 years ago.
Yeah. The way it worked out is my family in South Africa also went to Egypt, so we all linked up for a family, which we've never done before or prior. and one of my uncles is from Egypt, so he like just knew the place, so we weren't even like super tourists, and he took us up and down the entire country, and we kept stopping at all these different locations.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like our hotel could see the pyramids, and that was just a standard hotel, but we went like down the river, down the Nile. I've like sailed on the Nile. That trip was super crazy. The people are really nice.
That's insane.
That was definitely my favorite trip.
Dude, that is so crazy.
No,
wow.
That trip was crazy.
I can't even imagine.
That trip was super crazy. All right, last question of the last question.
Okay.
Where do you want to travel the most?
Ooh, another travel question.
You haven't gone to yet.
You want to start first?
Where do I want to travel the most? Okay,
You say the same place as me.
I don't think I will, because my place is kind of broad.
Okay.
So this is kind of a hard question, and I don't even know if the answer I'm going to say is my answer.
Yeah.
But for now, for some reason, I would definitely be super down to go to Asia.
Really?
I'd be very down to go to Asia. I would have to go with friends. I wouldn't want to just go alone.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not really a big alone traveler.
Definitely.
But I would be down to go to Asia, like Bangkok or Thailand.
Really?
Like Bangkok, yeah.
That would be pretty crazy.
I feel like that'd be cool. I would definitely go somewhere not in the U.S.
Yeah.
Where would I most want to travel? Because in the
definitely.
U.S. is very possible.
I feel that entirely. Like, I would love to travel outside the U.S. because, like, that's basically... I've only traveled in the U.S., I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And so I would like to either go... I was thinking either Japan, because I think Japan is just super unique.
Yeah.
I think the culture is unique, the food is unique. But also I was thinking either, like, Cape Town, South Africa. Like, you've been there. So, like, Cape Town is pretty sweet, and I've just never experienced it. So I think it'd be really fun there. And
That could be very cool, yeah.
It's just such a cool place. Maybe we'll have to go there this summer, bro.
What? You gotta save up for those too. But I would definitely
That'd be super
wow, maybe
pricey.
we could go. December would almost be better because it's summer there.
Oh, yeah,
It's
because
winter
it
there
flips.
right
That's
now.
so crazy. That would be crazy.
I would definitely go in December.
I would love to go. Dude, if you ever want to go. And don't you have family there we could
Yeah.
see? Whoa.
We could definitely look into that.
That could be super cool.
You heard it here first.
And this is also not a promise. This is just an idea, guys. But, Bashir, this was a great podcast, bro.
Yes. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Woo!
we tried to high five, but we can't high five. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. We kind of wanted to do a lot in the one podcast because you guys have been asking a lot.
Yeah.
But in the future, we're going to definitely tie down on certain things. But I hope this helped all the things you guys wanted to hear and answered all the questions. If you have any more questions, feel free. We are always going to get back to them.
Yeah, at some point. And one big thing, our next episode is about to be super, super crazy. We've got some pretty fun stuff planned, so I just wanted to say that. It might be on video form as well, so
Yes.
be ready for that, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of the Zach and Bashir Show. It was super fun, and if you're still here, comment, I just ate a banana, to join the secret banana club, because then we'll know you watched all the way to the end. But as usual, live happy, be healthy, and I'll see you later.